Here's what you get. Power cord. Looks like the USB cord. Here's the blade. Little carrier things that go inside so you can swap out blades and put different things in, I'm guessing. Alright, so I was pulling all the blue tape off and I noticed there was like a small little piece of foam and tape that was way back inside of here, and then there's a piece of foam in between here. So when you're getting this, make sure you're pulling everything that has blue tape on it off. Like I said, there was a little piece tucked in under there, and there's a piece of foam inside of here. Alright y'all, so we got this thing set up, doing my very first cuts on some decal vinyl right now. I'm just cutting out some decals for my kid's bike. Wanted to test it out. This is the very first cuts right now. Setting it up wasn't too bad. So all I did was just went online, downloaded the software from like silhouetteamerica.com or something like that. Very little instructions when you open up the box, but it's pretty straightforward, right? Download the software, get everything ready to go, plug it up via USB, plug the power in, you're ready to go. This little 15-inch roll feeder thing is the best, man. That's the main reason why I upgraded. Alright, so I'm guessing since this is the new screen, there's no little readout. I'm guessing this little arrow down here next to the Bluetooth button is to unload, and I was correct. Now I don't even know if you're supposed to feed it underneath this thing, but I did just to hold it down. Hopefully that's how you do it. Like I said, there wasn't that many instructions when it came with it. It was just go to silhouetteamerica.com, download the software. That's where you do like the registration and all that stuff. So everything was pretty easy. So the one thing that is a lot different than the Cameo 3 that I'm noticing is I've never upgraded my software. The Silhouette Cameo 3, the very first software that came out with it, the version that I was using, I never upgraded it since the day I bought it. And I got that cutter when it very first came out, and I've operated on that same exact software the whole time I've had the Cameo 3. Now, the new software, this right here, pretty hard to navigate. Some of the icons are the same, the layout's way different, coloring is way different. To me, that was the hardest part, was trying to figure out what goes where, which one does what. I kind of know the icons, what they look like the offset icon and the tracing icon, stuff like that. But the setup is a lot different, so that was the big difference for myself. I hope this thing is in focus. I'm not 100% sure. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to load this thing up right here. This is a 15-inch roll of some decal vinyl. So what I'm going to do is put it in here, slide this thing over, lock it in place. This thing has like little rollers on here to kind of help feed it along. I'm going to stick it under this thing. I don't know if you're supposed to do that. That's just what I was doing. I'm not using the cutting mat, obviously. And press this arrow to load it. Load. There you go. That went in there. Make sure everything is lined up. This little lever right here releases the roller so you can straighten things out and get it going. I think we're good. All right, I'm about to send this thing to cut. Let's see if it works. So these little rollers right here help roll the 15-inch roll along. They get held in by these little tabs right here, but those little rollers help feed it through. See that? So it just pushes it back and forth. Thing's pretty cool, man. So far, no issues. This is the second roll I'm cutting. First one was just the offset, black background. This one's gonna be the actual text and designs. All right, one thing I did notice is my usual settings, when I just click on silhouette vinyl on the Cameo 3, it would cut decal vinyl perfect. This time, I just weeded out this little border right here, just so I could put these pieces of transfer tape down and lock it down because it keeps curling up. But I noticed that it didn't cut all the way through. I might have to increase it just by a little bit, maybe by 1, because it's not, let me show you. So I'm just gonna peel this up. It should be weeding out, leaving this little R right here, and it peels it up. You see that? So it's like you have to hold it down, which doesn't make any sense. So it shouldn't be that hard to weed up. I'm gonna have to increase the depth just by a little, I'm guessing, because it's not coming up the way it should be. I'm hoping it's just the vinyl, but I'm gonna try out the red right now. So I just tried it on the red, same exact thing. It's peeling everything up. It didn't cut it deep enough, so I'm gonna have to try this again. So if you're cutting decal vinyl, if you were cutting on the Cameo 3 like myself, you can't just use the silhouette vinyl preset no more. You gotta, I'm gonna have to try to increase it by a little bit, or just make sure that it's cutting a little deeper than what it is, because nothing's coming up. It needs to cut a little bit deeper. All right, so in conclusion, setting this thing up was a breeze. Very, very easy. Take it out of the box, pull all the blue tape off, get it set up, go on silhouetteamerica.com, download the software. Once you download the software, all you have to do is, if you're using a Mac, download the Mac software. If you're using Windows, download the Windows software. Once you have that loaded up, plug in the power, plug in the USB, turn that sucker on, you're good to go. Now, if you're used to using the Cameo 3 and never updated your software on the screen is going to look a lot different. That was weird for myself. Took a little getting used to. I'm still trying to get used to it now. One thing that I did notice was my old preset settings that I used to use when I used the Cameo 3. Like if I was cutting decal vinyl, I would just select silhouette vinyl, get it going. The auto blade would adjust itself and it would cut. This time it says silhouette vinyl Oracle. There's like a little parentheses that says Oracle. I clicked that one hoping it was going to be the same exact thing. It just didn't cut deep enough, as you guys seen. So I'm going to have to mess with the settings and report back and let you guys know what I find out and what works better for me when I'm trying to cut decal vinyl. This also makes me think that if I just try to use the preset of like heat transfer smooth, that's the one I used to use on the Cameo 3, maybe it might not work and I might have to tweak the settings on the new Cameo 4. But when I get there, I will record a video and let you guys know. My overall thought is feeding 15-inch rolls and being able to cut 15-inch wide, very, very good thing for myself. That's going to help out where I don't have to pre-cut the vinyl, send it in, get strategic how I'm going to, place my designs on the vinyl so I'm not wasting vinyl. Now I could just feed that sucker in right off the roll. Very, very good thing for myself. I'm going to have to figure out these settings, but I know it's just a minor thing and it's not the actual machine's fault. It is an operator error. So I'll report back, let you guys know what I find out, but overall satisfied with the Cameo 4 Plus. Like I said before, if you guys wanted to pick one up, I'll leave the links in the description box for everybody. If you did have an older Cameo, Cameo 2, Cameo 3, or your vinyl cutter just died, this would be a good upgrade for you. I'm very satisfied with mine.